All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who are teaching the truth in the Bible, man. Right? They ain't lying to people. Right? They ain't trying to charge people for like a Hebrew name. Like they're just telling people the truth, man, whether they want to hear it or not. Right? And when they've been confronted with things in the Bible that are hard parts for some people to swallow, they've still just told it like it is, man. Right? And more people that have had doctrines against what they say have changed their doctrine to match the things that the apostles are saying than the apostles have ever changed any of their doctrine to try and match what these people are saying, man. And the prophecy of the MOTB that they've been teaching, more people in this world are going to come to have to realize that that's what's going to take place on this earth. So they're the people that are singing it real, man, which is why when these videos get said, you'll hear a lot of men say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, right? Because they're the people that are singing it real out here, right? Now, I came across this video here, which is entitled, Would Woke Students Date a trans woman, right? Which is really just a man faking, right? People try and say that us Israelites, that we're cosplaying Israelites, right? Well, these people are cosplaying being women. How about that, right? And it's funny that in a world where you've got people that everyone can be everything under the sun, how people are still disturbing us for wanting to be Israelites. They can't just leave us alone and say, just leave them in their own world. It ain't hurt. They can't just leave us alone, right? But they leave everyone else alone in their so-called, in their real delusions, but they can't prove that we ain't Israelites. But they're quick to try and tell us that we ain't, right? But they can't prove that we ain't because they can't even prove to us who they are. Vocab Malone's running around all this time talking about who we ain't, but he can't go in the Bible and show who he's in there. To my knowledge, he's still not yet to say what nation he is in the Bible, right? There's 16 nations mentioned in Genesis, the 10th chapter, from the three sons of from the three sons of Noah, right? And then there's two more nations that come from another one of the descendants of Shem, being Abraham through Isaac, which was Abraham's son, right? Isaac had two sons that were twins, and the scriptures say that they became different nations, right? So then that brings in the last two nations in the Bible, making it 18. Now, if somebody out there wants to say that there's more than 18 or less than 18, all right, say what they are then. And then explain who all the people on the earth are according to those. But the Hebrew Israelites, according to what I've seen, are the only people to do that. Whereas everybody else just says who the Israelites say these people are ain't them, right? But we are telling the truth, but then they haven't said anything. That's all they do. And this video here, man, is like very eye-opening, man, because people in the UK, when it comes to them talking to Muslims, they try and go on like, they're trying to damage our strong Christian values. They're trying to damage our great Christian values. This is a Christian country. Wait, let me say it in the voice that you normally hear, man. This is a Christian country. This is a Christian country, mate, with great Christian values. Yeah, right, man. It's such a Christian country that the Church of England is pushing alphabeting and rainbowing all over the place. It ain't no Christian country. It's such a Christian country that they haven't changed the diet to match what the Bible says. They love pork, man. Go past any cafe in the Midlands, any cafe in the North, any cafe in the South. You're going to smell that pork, swine going off in the air, man. You're going to see that bacon swinging off in the air. Go to any pub, right, and get yourself a burger. You're going to be able to put pork on that, or it's going to come complimentary, mate. It's going to be all up in there. Ask people if they're against alphabeting and rainbowing, and they'll be like, mate, I don't really care, mate. I don't really care, mate. I don't really, like, it ain't bothering me, mate. Why do you care? Maybe you're secretly, that's all they come with. So you can't talk about anything wicked because maybe you're secretly that then. You know what I mean? I can't talk about thieves because maybe I'm secretly a thief, right? I can't talk about adulterers because maybe I'm secretly an adulterer. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, right, these Christians try and make it like they're just such, these English people try and make it like they just so love the Lord so much. But let's listen to this, man, right? And just show how lost these people are, and show that all the people that think like this are gonna happily, when it comes time, they're gonna take that charagma, man. They're just lost, bruv. And this is only the first person that I've seen in the video. And I'm gonna watch the rest afterwards. But I'm gonna play this first bit so that you can all hear, right? And just look at how lost these people are, that they try and make out like they're just so enlightened. These are just the most enlightened, high IQ people on the earth. And we're just black African monkeys swinging on trees with two-fifths of a human being. Our skeletons, the back of our skull has got dots on the back that make us not be able to properly act. You know what I mean? We're not humans. We snuck on Noah's Ark as animals that was able to mimic human sound. You know what I mean? All that BS that they spoke. We're colored, we're black, we're Negro. You know what I mean? Our DNAs, you know what I mean? We're only strong and faster than everyone else because of the Atlantic slave trade. But then at the same time, they like to say everyone went through slavery. So then that means that our slavery still would have been worse than y'all. Because our slavery that we went through, according to that stupid belief that they have, made us so much stronger than everyone else. There's so much BS that these people have been spewing out their mouths. We got drapetomania, which is a psychological disorder that makes you not want to be a slave. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much BS that these people have been spewing, man. And they're going like they're so enlightened. But let's listen to this. Let's listen to this high IQ'd individual on the left. You know what I mean? Because these people, whenever they see a Jake commit a crime, they always, they're doctors and scholars, future engineers. You know what I mean? We're low IQ. Well, let's see what this high IQ conversationalist over here, you know, he's going to be saying this. Let's listen to some of this high IQ discourse over here, right?
Hi, we're in London and we're asking men whether they would date a trans woman or not. Would you date a trans woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
You see? So, mate, like, you're not deep, bro. They're not deep like they try and go on like they are. They're not for the Lord, right? The majority of all of them, every single Idumean does not love the Lord. They hate his guts, right? They hate Yahweh because they know that Yahweh hates them. They're against the Lord because the Lord ain't for them. The Lord don't love them and they don't love the Lord, man, right? And because they don't love the Lord, they hate they hate people that love the Lord. And that's why there's a scripture in the Bible that says that they exalt themselves above everything that calls itself God. Because they want to be God on the earth, man. They ain't got no boundaries on nothing. But they're higher. A guy like this would have the nerve to talk about IQ. You know what I mean? They want to talk about IQ and all that. And people want to talk about how England's a Christian country when it comes to talking against people that are of another religion. But then when it comes to talking to the Hebrew Israelites, the Bible, that was back in Bible times. That was that's Old Testament. And then you'll literally be reading from the New Testament, but it sounds scary to them, and they say, that's the Old Testament. No, it's not. It's the book of Revelation, mate. The last book in the Bible. And it says, he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. That's the Old Testament. No, it's not. What are you talking about? Showing you don't know the Bible. But after, they'll just say something stupid like, no, but that was before Abraham killed King Herod, or something stupid like that. And you're like, huh? They weren't even alive at the same time, bruh. What are you talking about? Or they say, yeah, but when Hezekiah put Esau in a headlock, then the new covenant was ended. Oh yeah, but Esau was hated, but then it just means he loves God less. Like they just say dumb things, man. And some of them things I'm being sarcastic, but you could picture a Christian saying something stupid like that. Oh no, the old covenant, but the Israelites they all betrayed him. So that means it's gone on to us now. But all of his disciples were Israelites, mate. What are you talking about? All the disciples were Israelites. Every single one of them. The Israelites was trying to make him king. Israelites were repenting. 3,000 at a time. So what are you talking about? If God restarted the whole earth with 8 people, you're trying to tell me he couldn't bring forgiveness to the Israelites with 3,000 of them? Let's be real, man. Let's be real. When he always spoke about our remnant. Didn't he tell Elijah there's 7,000 men that have not bowed to the image of Baal? So you're trying to tell me that he can't bring back the nation of Israel with 3,000. There was a time where all the men of the tribe of Benjamin, right? All the women of the tribe of Benjamin were killed off, right? There was none of them left. And it was around I think it's between 500 or 700 Israelite men. Now we know that Yahweh ended up bringing back more Israelite men than that of the tribe of Benjamin, because when you go to the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, there's at least 12,000 of them. There's at least 12,000 from the tribe of Benjamin, right? That's a couple times more than 700. So if he was able to bring back the tribe of Benjamin and bring back numbers to that, then from 700, and he can do the same with all the tribes, man, to where he don't need to give it to no heathen nations. England ain't no Christian country, man. It's a country that's being ruled by Idumeans, and they hate the Lord. And let's hear some more of what this high IQ'd individual on the left has got to say, man.
Hi, we're in London and we're asking men whether they would date a trans woman or not. Would you date a trans woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
They're women, aren't they? Yeah.
So you're saying you would?
Yes.
Because that, sorry if I've heard you right, that person identifies as female.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty open to date anyone, but...
You see it? He said, I'm pretty up to date in anyone, and he meant that too. North, south, east, west, this guy don't care about any of that. But then an Edomite will come out like a Tommy Robinson type cat and that. This is a Christian country, yeah. This is a Christian country, yeah. We got great British values, yeah. Like, you know how he talks. And they'll try and go like they're just so deep about the Lord over here, right? But then when they see a Hebrew Israelite, then all that belief in the Bible goes down the hill. Oh, but that's been changed though, mate. Yeah, but what about love though and equality, mate? Yeah, like these people they're lost, and these people actually have the nerve to try and come to us and talk to us about IQ. They want to talk about IQ, bruv, when they're some of the most gullible people in the world, and all the IQ tests that they've did haven't made them know that a person saying just because someone says they're a woman don't mean they are, mate. You know what I mean? Like if you're average height and you go around saying, mate, I'm 7 foot, standard procedure, yeah, that don't make you 7 foot, mate. If you're poor and you go around saying you're rich, you ain't. And that seems to be understood for everything in this world, apart from when it comes to gender. But even by people that would claim all that IQ talk. And then the thing that's mad about these people that are on that gender's fluid, all of a sudden, though, nationality and ethnicity ain't fluid to these people, and they say it's ridiculous. If you ask some of these gender fluid people, is race fluid, is ethnicity fluid, they'll be like, mate, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Huh? How? And that's how you know that it's all just BS, man. It's all really going into some wicked ass, like, demonic spirit stuff, man. I've bar from it, man, where it's a demon that's got men's genitals, parts of a woman on it and parts of a man on there, man. Which is also called another name, the rebus or something like that. It's called. It's all just wickedness, man. Trying to blend black and white to make grey. You know what I mean? Because when you're in the grey area, there ain't no right or wrong when you're in the grey area. Everything's just blended in. So there ain't no more a woman and a man. It's just blended and everything's just everything. There ain't no more good or bad. There's just everything's everyone and everything's everything. There ain't no more good or bad. What's right for me might be right, not right for another person, but at the end of the day, everything's just everything. And that's how women talk. Women like to live in the grey area. It depends. And that's why you'll even catch women saying, women are some of the main ones that made this stupid thought be in the world, man. Or what is a woman? Because they was trying to run away from having to do their role as women, but wanting men to still stay doing their role. The woman can be making double what the man makes, and she'll be still with her hand out looking to him, expecting him to pay for everything. But then at the same time, they're equal. Like, ridiculous, mate. What kind of world is that? The women in this world, they want to rig the game to where they can just be telling the truth and winning no matter what. And Esau wants a rigged game. Because this same guy, if he was talking in another situation, right, he'd be saying something different. if it would make him seem smart. So he's trying to say all of this now, which I believe he means it as well, because he looks like a damn demon Edomite anyway. But in another situation, to make himself seem smart, he'd say something else. Let me go back and let me play some more.
Women are women, so I don't see any reason why not.
So lucky, let me go back. I'm gonna play the rest without saying anything.
Hi, we're in London and we're asking men whether they would date a trans woman or not. Would you date a trans woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
They're women, aren't they? Yeah.
So you're saying you would,
yes.
because that, sorry if I've heard you right, that person identifies as female.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty open to date anyone, but trans women are women, so I don't see any reason why not.
So that's, I guess that's the important thing that the audience wants to know about sort of anything controversial with regards to where we're at in society, is that the majority of people say trans women, i.e. born biological men, which everyone agrees on, trans women are therefore women.
Yes.
And why is that? What makes them a woman if they're born biologically male?
They identify as a woman, you know, for whatever reason. It doesn't really matter, because if they think that, if they say that they're a woman and identify as a woman, then they are a woman. So
sorry, I understand. So it's a feeling thing, it's a personality thing, it's an identity.
It's who you are.
Biology isn't. So if I've got it right, biology doesn't matter.
No, biology doesn't dictate who you are. No.
Okay,
fine. So you would, regardless of orientation, you would date.
That's the same way how the Christian try and come at the Bible. Oh, being from the seed of it used to be about the seed of Abraham, but now it's changed spiritually, because now everyone's an Israelite. Nah, fam. Everyone in the Israelite, man. And if everyone's an Israelite, and if everyone's spiritually Israel, how comes none of these Christians don't say you're not a real Israelite? You won spiritually. They don't even say that to us, man. They don't even say that. Volker Malone even said that to the Israelites. He said, you guys are not the real Israelites. You're spiritually Israelites. And that's the best you can hope for. He ain't even said that. It's just like that. This thought process of everyone can be everything is heavily within Christianity, man. Because they're trying to usurp Jacob's inheritance, and they're trying to make themselves Abraham's seed when Abraham ain't claiming them as his seed, man. What are you talking about? Abraham ain't claiming y'all. He ain't claiming you. He ain't going to claim you. And even if he wanted to, he couldn't, because Abraham tried to claim Ishmael as his seed that was going to get the promise, right? And Yahweh said, nah, it ain't going to be for him. It's going to be with the other wife. And his name's going to be Isaac. And you're going to have the child the same time this year. So it's not even about what your father might love you. You know what I mean? Doesn't it say that Isaac loved Esau? It says that, right? So what? Yahweh loved us more than he loved Esau, man. Because he hated Esau. And it don't matter how much times y'all try and find anywhere in the Bible that says Gentiles. Don't matter how many times y'all say, it wasn't me, it was my forefathers. You're still not going to get the covenant, man. And it don't even matter how many Israelites you put in the earth, neither. You ain't going to get the covenant. It's not yours. You know? It's not. And even just look at how he's looking at the floor. Like, he knows what he's saying. He's chatting smoke out of his mouth, mate. Chatting straight diarrhea. But he's so lost that he don't care. And that's these Edomites. They know when they're reading the Bible and when they're trying to say things to us that we ain't the Israelite. Mate, they've read the scriptures and they've been shook. Scared, man. Sweating. Having nightmares about it and that. But then when they get in front of it, you know how Esau does? When he gets in front of people, he tries to put on that arrogant attitude. But when he gets at home, he's chewing on the edge of his Bible, man, ranting and raving, down in all kinds of alcohol, man.
Trans woman, not because you see them as a man or as a woman, but because you would be open to dating a woman. Okay, I have to get my rhetoric right. You would be open to dating a woman in general.
Yes.
And you see a trans woman as a woman.
Yes.
And that's based on the fact that they identify and feel like that, and it's not to do with biology and certainly not to do with surgery. You wouldn't be influenced whether they had surgery or not.
No. Yeah, it wouldn't change my mind. No.
So, mate, just say what you really are then. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be interested if they had surgery. So just say what you really are, man. A chichi, man. Like, let's just be real, geezer. Like, you know what I mean? North, south, east, west, you give it up anyway, mate. Let's just say what it really is. But then at the same time, all these English people and that, they try and go on like over here in England, they just love the Lord. And they just got such strong Christian values. Wouldn't this guy have grown up on them same strong Christian values then? But look at what he's saying out of his mouth. You know what I mean? He's saying that as long as someone says that they're a woman, he's down for that. But then even though the surgery doesn't really change nothing, if he looks down and sees the same kind of genitalia as himself, but that person said they're a woman, he's all good to go, mate. You know what I mean? Because he likes women. So as long as the person says they're a woman, he don't really care if they really are or not. That's basically what he's saying. But this country, England, the UK and all that, is supposedly such strong Christian values. Yeah, right, man. Don't make me laugh, mate. No, it's not, man. Such strong Christian values that most of you Edomites are shaving off your beard every chance you damn get, man. You even got the chance to have a day's growth before you shaved it off the next time. In a lot of cases, man. Bearing false witness, lying, covetous. Know what I mean? Proud and arrogant as hell. Disrespectful. I recently put a post of that the one Jehovah's Witness guy that bust that Israelite woman in the head with a mallet, man, over nearby here actually, where I am in the Midlands and that. He did it kind of near to here, to be fair, right? But then after he did it, within 24 hours, he was teaching a class on a Zoom call. Didn't care. Told woman he's gonna fix the thing that she paid him £29,000 for, and said it was gonna take 2 months. And 15 months later, it still wasn't fixed. She complained, which is in her right to do. He killed her. Know what I mean? And left her at the bottom of her stairs, man, to die. You know? But it's such strong Christian value. Yeah, right, man. And if that was a Hebrew Israelite that did that, Vocab Malone would have a lot to say. But because it's somebody that's another Christian denomination, he ain't got nothing to say about that. And this guy only does videos, really, when you check most of his channel, most of his videos on anyone that's not a so-called white person, especially so-called black people. He's got a couple of videos talking about the Muslims and that, but then most of his videos are talking about everything to do with black people. But he ain't got hardly any, if even one, saying anything. I don't think he's got one video criticizing the small hats, man. Not even one. Talking about how they're wrong with anything. He ain't got nothing to say about them. But let's go back to this strong Christian values over here.
Would you date a trans woman?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I mean, I don't think that's hard.
One second. Like, I want to just go back to this geezer, man. Like, if this guy was faced with taking a Karag, man, what do you think he's gonna say? You know what I mean? What do you think he's gonna say, man? Of course he's gonna take it. Of course. And then this other guy, he's kind of a bit wishy-washy with his thinking too, man. How comes he can't just say no, man? Why can't these people just say no? Right? Why can't he just say no, I wouldn't? 1 second. So
would you date a trans woman?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I mean, I don't think that's what I want to do. I don't think. I think I'm just kind of like, just neutral about it and just go with my own.
Could you speak up a tiny bit?
With my opposite gender, and that's about it. I think that's as far as I go.
So the way that I describe a trans woman is as a biological male.
Yeah. So
if I was to be asked that question, I would say no. And I would say no for lots of reasons. One of them is that I'm not gay. Would you date a trans?
Exactly, bro. And as you can see, the guy on the left's got a beard, which the other guy had a beard on his face too, right? But the guy on the left, just the fact that he can just tell the truth a little bit, is more of a sign that he's an Israelite, man. You know what I mean? That's a sign that he might be an Israelite, man. Because he just comes straight down the middle with it, which is a thing that you can definitely say about the Israelites, that they just tell it like it is, man. They know, well, mate, we ain't politicians, man. Would you date a transgender? No. Why? Because it's a man, bruv. That's why. Like, what's so hard about that? What's so hard? Everyone in this world can have their beliefs and everything that they want to say, but you've got men that ain't that, or they're saying they ain't, and they're scared to just say straight up what it is, man. And I'm gonna end the video there, man. I'm gonna watch the rest of this anyway, and if there's anything that can be brought out from it, then I'll bring it out, man. Lord willing, I'll bring it out in another video. But this world is just terrified to be a rebel against anything, man. And then these people have got the nerve, though, to try and come up in Hebrew Israelites grill and be saying anything against these people. These same kind of people try and scoff the Israelites, but they ain't really got the boldness to stand up against anything that bothers them in any way in this world, man. They ain't got the bottle really to be grieved and voice out their opinion whenever asked. Yet he agreed to be on camera. So why are you being a coward now? You agreed to let the guy interview. So when he tells you, just say what it is, man. Most of these people, man, and we can see why Esau's made the earth drunken, man. And these people are drunken, but not with wine, right? And most of these people, it says in the scriptures, man, most of the people are going to worship the beast whose names are not written. Well, it says all people are going to worship him whose names are not written in the book of the life of the Lamb. I mean, everyone apart from the elect. And they'll worship him in different ways. They might have a grievance with one thing, but the overall system that he's made, they're down with it. They like the way how you make money here. You know what I mean? As long as they understand it. They like the way you buy a house here. They like the debt-based system. You know what I mean? They like it all. They like more of it than they dislike it anyway. Let me say it like that. They like more of the system than they hate it. That's what it really is, man. Right? And I'm going to end the video there, man. Most of these people in the world, they're going to take the Quran, man. You can see when you see videos like this, you can see exactly the evidence that you need to see that these people ain't got a rebellious bone in them, man. Not really. They're only rebellious against righteousness. Shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom.